Hey, it's Christina with Tinagirl Travels. I'm here at Canada Place in Vancouver, British Columbia. Just got off a cruise ship. I'm going to show you how to get from here to Vancouver International Airport on the SkyTrain. Let's go. Now you do have options when you get off the ship. You can take a taxi or an Uber. They'll cost you between $35 and $50 for a 25 to 40 minute ride depending on traffic. Or you can take the very convenient Canada Line SkyTrain for under $10 and be at the airport in 26 minutes. Let me show you just how to do that. Now, as you exit the ship, you will be in Canada Place. This is the home of the cruise ship terminal, the Trade and Convention Center, and the luxurious Pan Pacific Hotel. I spent many years of my life in this building working for Holland America Cruise Lines. Now, if you don't have to rush to the airport and you want to see a bit of Vancouver, you can do that. There is an all-day baggage storage here at Canada Place, and I'll add a link below in the description for you to check that out. Now, when you exit the building, you will see lots of people. There are often multiple ships in port, thousands of people getting off and thousands of people getting on. Now, if you're heading straight to the airport, turn left as you exit Canada Place. Follow the sidewalk and make sure to turn around and take one last look at this very interesting building. Now, it was built as the Canada Pavilion for Expo 86. Those sails are made from Teflon coated fiberglass. The building is designed to resemble a ship. I remember waiting for hours outside that building to see Prince Charles, now King Charles, and Diana just exit the building. So right in front of you will be a train station called Waterfront Station. Now, it's a good thing you're watching this video. I'm going to help you avoid making a mistake here. Reach down and give this video a thumbs up as a little love payment for this tip. This is a station for the Expo line that takes you towards New Westminster and Surrey. Your station is just a little farther, so keep walking. Now, when you get to the corner of Howe and West Cordova, you're turning left again. Let's look at it on the map. You're starting here at Canada Place. Here's the Waterfront Station entrance that we were walking past. Turn here on West Cordova, and this is the building that we're walking to. It's so close. Okay, and there it is in real life. It's a big red brick building with the white pillars. It's the old historic train station built in the early 1900s. Here you're going to find the SkyTrain, the Sea Bus to North Vancouver, and the West Coast Express that will take you out to Mission. I'm going to take you on a very quick rabbit trail. If you know anything about Vancouver, you've probably heard of Gastown. It's a very fun old part of town with cobblestone streets, an old steam clock, beautiful shops and restaurants. If you have a few minutes, it's worth walking over. You can even bring your suitcases. It's literally this close. We're here now. Let's head back to the station. So inside that station, you're going to find coffee shops, restaurants, and a newsstand. You can buy your tickets for the SkyTrain here. The machine takes credit cards, debit cards, and cash. It's very straightforward. You can just follow the prompts. You can also change the language at the bottom of the screen. Now, you can also load something called a compass card here, and that's more for locals or if you'll be staying for a while and using transit a lot. You can simply tap your credit card at the gate as well. You will need a separate credit card for each person in your party. Keep in mind that when you exit the train, you will need to tap out, whether you're using a paper ticket, a compass card, or a credit card. I always find that having that paper ticket is the easiest. Then I don't need to remember which credit card I used. Now, going to the airport, there is a surcharge for traveling there. It just went up on July 1st to $6.50, so you have your regular fare of $3.85 and then the surcharge on top of that. Now, when you get to the platform, you will be looking for the train to YVR. This is the start of the line, the very first station, but there are two different trains running on this line, one to Vancouver International Airport and one that breaks off just before the airport and heads into Richmond. If you accidentally get on that train, don't panic. Ride it all the way to Bridgeport, get off and wait for the next train to YVR. Now, please make sure you buy a ticket. If you're caught riding without one, the fine starts at $173. Now the train runs at various intervals depending on the time of day. The longest you'll ever wait is 15 minutes. During peak hours, the train runs every 6 minutes. The first train leaves the airport just after 5 a.m. and runs until about 1 a.m. Now the trip from downtown to the airport will take about 27 minutes. Now let me tell you a few cool things about Vancouver SkyTrain. It's actually a driverless train. It's fully automated. You can stand at the very front of the train and look out the window. The original Expo line opened in time for Expo 86, so it's been running for over 40 years. Unlike many subway systems that spend most of their time underground, large portions of the Expo and Millennium lines run high above the streets, and that's where the name SkyTrain comes from. Now, just before you arrive at the airport, there is a very large outlet mall called MacArthur Glen. It's just 2 stops from the airport. If you have a bit of time, you can stop here or come back after you've checked in your bags. It's actually free to ride between the airport and the outlet mall. You simply select Sea Island only at the ticket machine. As you can see, taking the SkyTrain is fast, easy, and convenient. The trains are clean and well maintained, and there are always lots of attendants around at each station should you have a problem. Now there's usually lots of room on board, and you can bring as much luggage as you have. Children 12 and under ride for free. So find a SkyTrain attendant or pick up the closest courtesy phone to ask for help through the fare gates. All right, we've arrived at the airport. Remember to tap out using whatever card you tapped in with, whether it was your paper ticket or a credit card. Otherwise, you will be charged the maximum fare possible. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell. It really helps my video get out there to the people needing this information. Leave me a comment below. I would love to know where you're watching from. Thanks so much for watching Tinagirl Travels. Here are some videos you might enjoy watching next.